Caroline Gray, editor of Easy Food magazine, has stayed with us. Caroline,
may I compliment you, Carl? You've got the knife and fork ready for us.
I know, we're ready to go.
Fair play, eh?
French toast.
French toast roll-ups.
Ooh.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
So we're going to get. It's more or less the same ingredients as French toast. Now I don't know if you've seen like stuffed French toast before, and it's usually where there's a
Haven't seen it,
layer.
but I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
And it's usually where there's a layer of, like, say, fruit or jam and cream cheese, and it kind of just gives it this, you know... It
And
can
you
be
roll it
kind
up
of-
like a Swiss roll,
So
sort of?
this is going to be rolled up like a Swiss roll, so it's super fun for kids.
It's almost a French toast roulade.
It is. Oh, very nice. We're getting very bougie here.
Very good.
So I'm just going to start with a few
French
slices.
Swiss, a bit like Roger
French-
Federer.
Oh, do you know what?
If you need an excuse...
This is going all sorts of places
I
now.
tell you what, though, Caroline, you wouldn't get this on any other show.
No,
An excuse to make
I
it this
consider
weekend.
myself very lucky.
So remove the crust.
So we're removing the crusts, and that's, you can just use these, you know, throw them in a food processor and make your own
Breadcrumbs,
breadcrumbs.
baby.
That's it. So get a rolling pin. You have your bread. You can use any kind you want. White just kind of works well with the flavors
Has to be
here.
white, doesn't it? It kind of soaks it up
Yeah,
better, doesn't it?
and this bread is about a day or so old. So that, again, with French toast, just kind of helps absorb
Okay, so
the
not
flavor.
absolutely fresh from
No,
the...
not absolutely fresh, because if it's fresh, it kind of, you know, it just doesn't absorb the kind of like the custard mixture as well.
Is that fresh cream going in there?
Gotcha.
So this is a Greek-style cream cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, so you definitely want to use cream cheese for this.
I think I'd have to have little tastings of that.
There you go.
Yeah,
So it's nice, yeah. It's I mean, with the Greek style, it's just there's a little bit more protein in it, and
Right, yogurty.
it exactly. It's
Did you
nice
make
and
that with a
yogurty.
bit of natural yogurt and cream cheese, whip it together?
Yeah, you could definitely try that. Again, you
really
just want to
nice.
make sure you're using
Yeah.
just a good cream cheese. This is the Greek style. This is a Philadelphia
That's
one.
a little bit of yogurty sour will blend well with the sweetness.
Exactly. So a little bit of the cream cheese, and then we're going to put a bit of strawberry jam. Now, this is totally where you can just use anything you want. You
Strawberry
know?
jam.
Freestyle it here.
Yeah,
can't
you can just kind of go rogue.
Rogue
One.
French
Rogue
toast.
run. So these
a
are
maverick.
There we go. In terms of French toast roll-ups.
She doesn't do it French. She's like the Keith Richards of French toast.
I like that. That's the new business card. So we have just some sliced strawberries here. They've been sitting just for about 20 minutes, and they kind of macerated a bit, so they're nice, and
What does that mean?
that's just where they release some of their juices.
So you just literally leave them
Yeah,
sitting
actually,
there.
you end up
Exactly.
with a little syrup. See the syrup?
Exactly. So what you're going to do with this now is because you rolled them out a bit, they're going to be a bit easier to kind of get into this Swiss roll shape. So just roll them up like this.
You see?
They might pop out a little bit,
Yeah.
but
That's all right.
when they're
Spinach is allowed.
when
Little
they're
cocktail stick, maybe? Keep them together? No.
what we're going to do
Hard to
is
fry them with a cocktail stick through the middle of them, Tommy.
that's the
That's
thing.
true.
So
Unless you like fried cocktails.
yeah, maybe not the best for the kids.
No,
Okay,
probably not.
so we got little rolls there. Now we're going to get the French toast coating. Now this is kind of what holds it together, sort of like a glue. So we got a couple of eggs, a splash of milk, cinnamon. Now the cinnamon's optional, but it's just kind of a nice
Oh, yeah.
French toast sort
Good
of
shout.
flavor,
Good
and
shout.
a little bit of vanilla. So
Oh, great
just
shout.
whisk that up.
Where do you stand on brioche French toast? Is that just too much of a good thing?
No, I think, you know what? I mean, if you're going French toast, you may as well go all the way.
Brioche, anything is good.
Exactly. So we've got that going. I'm just going to actually drop these into here, and they can kind of soak up a little bit of that mixture while I'm getting the butter heated in the pan.
Nice.
So we got this here.
Screaming hot pan again.
Nice and hot. We want it to be foaming like this. You know, if you pop it in and it's, you know, just
Do you want me to give
a
these a
bit
bit of a
weak.
turn and
Do,
salt
yeah, if
them?
you don't mind, yeah.
Simon just back from Portugal on his hollybobs. Portuguese food in 3 words.
Seafood,
Seafood.
more seafood, and seafood and Portuguese steak.
Yeah.
But the seafood was incredible. We were staying in a sort of a porty harbour kind of place called Alhosh de Agua.
All right.
And the seafood, they did these Portuguese cataplanas, like these fish stews. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. And beer.
And here.
Need a bit of that.
Is that
Wash it all
soaked
down.
enough for you, my
That's
dear?
perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So these are just going to cook up.
Can I have the one that doesn't have Simon's fingerprints all over it?
We
I'm afraid
can
that's
go for
all
that
three,
one.
brother. I'm afraid that's all three, my
Yeah.
friend. Sorry about that. Thank you,
There
lovely.
we go.
Personal touch I like.
Yeah. So these just kind of,
Are you just looking for colour?
you're just looking for color, really. You know, there's nothing you really need to cook through here per se. So you just get it nice and hot, like the egg mixture. Like you can see here, it's just kind of
You want a bit of
sealing it
brownie-
in.
brown-
Exactly.
And if you wanted to be like clinical about it, could you brush a little bit of egg wash on that bread before you fold them over to seal it or something? If you
You
wanted.
could. I think it's, yeah, you definitely could, just to make sure that it kind of sticks in
Yeah,
you know, that it stays.
Smell of that cinnamon and the butter. Oh,
Yeah, you can't beat it.
I'm not a huge cinnamon fan.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. A little sprinkle here and there.
Yeah, I found a traditional recipe recently, a bolognese recipe, where they use cinnamon.
Really?
Really?
Cinnamon stick.
In a bolognese?
Stick or a pinch?
A pinch.
You put a cinnamon stick in chili, all right?
Not for me, thank you.
No?
No. Cinnamon is for breakfast or dessert.
Yeah, that's
Probably
and,
porridge.
and this is definitely one that you can
Porridge.
it can make kind of a
your
oh
porridge,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. This is one that definitely makes a nice
the future, it's
breakfast
got a
or
real
dessert.
chance. Just the perfect thing after a little steak sandwich
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had earlier.
perfect.
Yeah. Oh, when you
A
say
light lunch,
A nice.
steak sandwich followed by...
That's the thing.
Nice
And
colour
French
on
toast.
that.
exactly. So this is
You see us
this
through
is
the
what you're
smoke,
going
actually.
for.
We're over
Look
here.
at that, beautiful. I can see it's...
So we have some
Our
toppings and stuff.
Canada
here.
Day special was a few weeks ago, but you got the old Justin
yep.
Trudeau's there.
There we go. So actually, this is nice. You can just add a little sprinkling
Oh,
of
yeah,
powdered
that's a nice
sugar,
touch. Castor sugar, is it?
icing sugar.
Icing sugar.
Now, actually, that being said, these are very nice if they're rolled in a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and you would definitely use castor sugar for that. All righty. Let's dig in.
Knife and
Might I
fork are
just
here.
put a little bit of this on the side,
Do
maybe, Caroline?
that is perfect, actually. Gorgeous with the strawberries.
You took in Sun I'll read. Now, don't forget, today's recipes are up on our website or in the current issue of Easy
lovely.
Food magazine.
No.
Up next, someone who won't be tucking into French toast rolls up this weekend with this tomorrow's Leinster final. Alan Brogan is here. You there, Alan?
He's not playing, he can eat as much as he wants.
See you in a minute.